Hi guys, Boner here and welcome to another ArmA editor tutorial with DayZ in mind. This episode we're going to look at how to get stuff like zombies and survivors, bandits, heroes, that sort of thing into your cutscenes and into your intros. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to go into DayZ Commander and you want to basically you want to install an older version of DayZ. The reason for this is because DayZ, the most recent patch and about the last 3 patches, do not work in editor. You can't open editor while you have them enabled, so you want to download 1.7.3. Now I'll put some images of me doing that in the description. The reason I haven't got me actually doing it live is because I've recently updated to Windows 8 and Fraps does not allow you to capture Windows 8 desktop footage at the moment. Well, it just hasn't caught up with Windows 8 in terms of the technology, so that's a shame, but it's pretty simple. I mean, you should be able to see by screenshots what I've done. On the subject of downgrading your DayZ, it might sound like a bit of an irritating thing to do, but one thing you can do once you've done it, if you copy and paste the files you've downloaded, so if you go into wherever your DayZ file is saved, you could copy and paste them into a separate folder and call it something like @DayZ Edit or @DayZ Editor, and then in future when you go into DayZ Commander or ArmA Launcher, you can just say launch @DayZ Edit or whatever you call the folder, and that way you can have one set of files for when you want to go into editor and another set of files for when you want to just play the game. So we're going to start now and open up editor. So it's same as always, single player editor, and we'll go Chernus again. Right, so here we are back on the map, and we're going to show you all the new options that have become available because we have opened ArmA editor. So if we just go to a random part of the map, then we go to altar. Right, so first of all we're going to spawn in a survivor. Now the way you do this is you go on blue 4, and because we've enabled 1.7.3 when we've loaded the game up, we get this new option PMC, which wasn't originally there. So if you click on PMC, if you look on the right hand side, we've got survivor. We've got what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of survivors and a bandit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly spawn all them in and also spawn a camera in, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So right, so as we can see, I've just spawned them all in, and this is a bandit. Similar to DayZ, you can't choose whether they have white sleeves or black sleeves, it just picks it randomly. But you can see that's a bandit, I mean that's undeniable. We go across the line, we've got a hero, so something I don't see very often, but there's your hero. So that's another one of the survivors, it's just called Survivor. Go across again, and we've got a female bandit, which is another quite rare sight I think. So you can pick a female one. There's a classic normal survivor. So that's your blue 4 survivors. You can also spawn a slightly different type of survivor, which is, if you go independent and PMC, a tactical driver or a field medic. So if we spawn them 2 in, as you can see they also look like survivors. And this can come in quite handy if you want to do a cutscene. Reason being because the 4 on the right are blue 4 and these 2 fellows are independent, you can make them like basically fight each other. So if you gave them guns, and then so we go back on the main menu, it'd be a better example. So these guys are independents. One thing you can do on here, if you click on where it says Intel, it says at the bottom here it says independents are friendly to, and then at the moment they're friendly to blue 4. You can set them to opt for, everyone, or nobody. So if you select to nobody, they'll attack anyone if you've told them to attack and if they have a means to attack, so if they've got a weapon. Right, so now we'll look into how you spawn zombies. So if you double click on the map again with units selected and you go across to civilian, and we got faction, Churnerous or Pakistani, we're going to go Churnerous. Class, men. At the bottom you'll get an option saying zombie. So that's another new thing because we've got 7.3.1 enabled. And then on the side here you've got a selection of about 18 to 20 zombies. So if we just spawn a few of them in. Here we go, here's our zombies. Little selection for you. They've got their own sort of custom animations they do when they're idle. But you can make them move around as well if you set them waypoints. And there's our pilot one. So that was on civilian, Churnerous, and then when you select your class, instead of man, you select zombie. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through a quick example of me setting up a scene to use in an intro. This is going to be used in the next video I make, which is going to be an epic vehicle DayZ video where we take out so many people, it's actually funny. So what we're going to do first of all, I've still got some of the stuff we spawned in earlier. I've added a few more zombies here, and they're all grouped together by default. Groups means they all follow, like they've got a lead guy, and if you tell, like, if you can see there, they've all linked to this one unit. So if you click F4 for waypoints, double click him, just to make sure it's selected, and then if you can click anywhere on the map, and it sets a waypoint, and then you've got a bunch of waypoint options. So I'm just going to use move, just to get them going basically. You can press move, you can also change their behaviour, their speed, their formation. I actually don't want any formation preferably, because you know zombies don't run in formation. Now I'll go limited because it doesn't really matter how fast they're going. And let's put safe, so they're not ducking down or any stupid stuff like that. So I can actually drag them further away if I want, because they're not actually really too much part of my video coming up, but you know, you've got to have zombies in your intro, it's just standard procedure. Right, the next thing I want to do, because I've got vehicles in my upcoming video, and I want to give people a feel of what the vehicle's going to involve, I'm going to spawn a vehicle in, which you guys should know how to do, but I'll show you how I do it. So we're going to double click, and I'm going to select an empty, we got on your side thing, you've got empty, which will spawn an empty vehicle, or anything really. Anything you can think of. You can even support structures, and actually this survival one is something new. Again, that's only there because we've enabled DayZ, so you can get stuff like a lot of stuff you see, like water bottles, windshield glass, toolboxes. A lot of the things you see in DayZ, and there's a medical box you might find at a hospital. So a lot of the stuff like loot basically you can spawn here. On this menu, obviously you can select your time of day. It was extremely sunny. This was on BMRF, which was the first time we've ever played on it, and it was absolutely awesome. It was extremely sunny as well, so do it about that, and midday. And up here we'll spawn some independents. Spawn a few guys. And we can actually give these guys weapons. I'll probably have to make a separate video about loadouts because it's not as complicated as it looks. Hopefully this will spawn okay. So that's just an example of what a loadout would look like. So he's going to have an AK-107 and a patrol pack. He's got a round there. I'll copy and paste that. Hopefully we'll all get in. Come on. Don't drive off without him. Let's follow this car up. the zombies. Doing absolutely nothing. There you go, they're working a little bit. I don't know why they keep stopping. Oh, there you go. That's the shot. These guys have just decided to do... Oh, there you go. See the storm with their guns. Because we've set them at not friendly. We've got control packs on, as you can see. He's taking shots like little moves. So that'll be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. It's a little bit rough around the edges because editors, I don't know. It's just a lot of playing around with. I'm still learning stuff every day as well. But certainly now you've learned how to spawn survivors, I'm sure you can make some epic intros. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I've missed out on. This guy's just... oh, is he dead? That would be a good shot. It would be if his bloodied face had ran off. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will probably make another video on loadouts. Obviously we've got ArmA2 coming up, so I'm going to have a look at their scenario editor quite closely. And I'll also have some ArmA2 gameplay coming up this week, so I hope you enjoy that. Also, if you do make anything, let me know, because I will. I am accepting video responses from anyone virtually. So if you make some, just have it as a video response and I'll have a look at it.